Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
We are here, the whole podcast, hoier than ever. Episode 6, you know.
Did you miss us? We were gone for 1 week.
66.
Ooh,
we were gone. We were on a little hiatus, you know, a little refresher.
Rejuvenation,
you
yes.
know, we have to give you guys a little break, you know. We have to have a break, too.
Mm-hmm.
Mental health, you know.
Mental health, yes.
Mental health. But yes, guys, we are back hoier than ever because our holes are thriving. We just seen the new Batman.
Our holes are thriving. She's not lying.
We just seen the new Batman, and honestly, I feel like I have been fulfilled.
I loved
Zoe Kravitz.
Amazing Catwoman. I love.
Rob Pattinson.
Great Batman. King.
It's March, so we could talk about the white man, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I'm not even gonna pretend like I haven't been acting up with my close friends a little bit.
Robert Pattinson. Ooh,
Bae.
Fine.
Bin Bae.
Yeah, honestly.
Okay, wait. I have a question. I forgot his name though. The bad guy with the glasses. Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
You are in your old man era, huh?
I feel like his aura in the movie was just like badass or something about it. I don't know.
Oh, okay. You're
He's
feeling
not.
it.
He's not like
it.
When you look at him, you're probably going to be disgusted. Anyone who sees the movie or has seen it, but I don't know. It was something. It was something.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do that for me. He doesn't give that to me. But you know, oh my God, the name is not coming to my mind right now. But the guy from the Jurassic Park movies.
The main guy or the older guy?
No, the older guy. He was in the old Jurassic Park movies.
The hot one?
Yes, his name is not literally coming. Like, he's like an icon. Like, he dresses
like
really
quirky
well.
Or whatever?
He has glasses.
I know his name.
He dresses really well. Anyway,
Jeff Goldblum.
Yes. That is.
No, that's Bae.
That is a fine silver fox.
Yes.
Ooh, we love our silver foxes.
We love the men over 40.
I love
over 50.
Over 60. Look, okay.
I think that's where I draw the line. Like 6. I'm being like dramatic.
No,
like
I wouldn't. Sometimes they don't look. You know, you can find a guy that doesn't
in their 70s that doesn't look.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying like 60 or like 50 something who doesn't necessarily look 50 something, who looks just like a very fine aged.
Yes.
You know, 40-year-old something.
Yes.
And I'm just like. I heard the wine tastes better when it's aged, okay? I heard cheese is a little bit tangier when it's...
Oh my God.
Not the cheese. But literally, like, yeah, I love a good I love a good old
man.
I'm mature. But yes, I just feel like they come with a little je ne sais quoi, a little power, a little, okay, let me get back to my young boys right now, though. On the topic of white men, though.
On the topic of white men, okay.
Scientific data.
Oh yes.
We have calculated over. We put in the hard work. Calculations.
The math,
the calculating was calculating the hypothesis of.
I'm trying to remember all my science terms, and it's not coming to me.
Yes, okay. The hypotenuse, the Pythagorean theorem.
Yeah,
that's math.
Okay, that is math.
Wait, hold on. We had to conclude. We came with a hypothesis, a thesis, a conclusion. Okay.
Yes.
We did the scientific data, 3 experiments. Okay. We scientifically did it.
Oh, we did do 3. I was like, what?
And we came up with a conclusion.
We did.
That Jack Harlow is very, very attractive.
Mm-hmm.
Only to really black women.
I thought you were going to say something else. To women who like black men.
And women who like black men specifically. I believe that if you are predominantly dating black men, you find Jack Harlow attractive as a white male. Mm-hmm. But you probably don't mess with a lot of white guys or ever dated a white man before. Yeah. But you find Jack Harlow attractive. Yeah. Because most of the girlies who do like white men who are black or who are just white and date a lot of white men.
Or anyone who likes white men,
yeah, don't tend to find him attractive.
That's true. It's accurate.
We did the research. Honestly.
Yes.
Science. I'm wearing my white jacket, white coats, okay? I'm telling you, scientific data.
No, really.
From the close friends.
It did work. It worked.
We ran a poll on her close friends and on my close friends. 2 different sort of
audiences.
Yes. I have
my
more
audience
black
is a
girls.
PWI. You have an HBCU for
Yes,
yours.
I have more black girls, but I do have a handful of white girls in there. 15
are non-black because it'd be
So, 15 in general. Okay, so 15 voted yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then out of that, who's non-black is 1, 2, 3, 4.
4.
Yeah.
Who's 4?
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4.
I thought you were counting someone else.
Anyway, 4. So 4 is not black, but they voted yes. And out of them, I could say that they predominantly date black men or Spanish men and stuff like that.
Urban.
Yes, urban. No, not urban. We'll say urban.
Yeah.
Mostly urban man. You know, like a darker complexion of a man.
I feel like the only one on there that doesn't is her.
Okay, so one of them is the outlier. So
Yeah,
you know,
which is
we can have
crazy.
an outlier. We can have an outlier.
Yes.
And all the rest, all the other black girls in this list, but we're gonna not count the guy, but there was a guy who voted. We're not gonna count him. But all of that, because I'm gonna go back to it, because it might be an outlier as well. But like all of those girls predominantly date black men. Literally, I don't think I've ever seen any of these girls that are in this close friends that voted yes with a white man.
Well, one of those is not true.
Which one? Okay, well, you.
But I wasn't talking about me, bitch.
Oh.
What the fuck for you? Does it?
She's
No?
only one. Predominantly.
Okay.
I said,
Okay.
Predominantly. Who are you always? Yes. She literally only dated one. So, out of the. How'd she vote? Yes and no.
Who?
Oh, I thought she voted yes and no. Okay, and then out of the no voters. Okay, so out of this, only one white person voted, and they said no. And I ain't never seen them with a nigga. I'm gonna just say that right now.
I can second that. I have not either.
I'm gonna call up my cousin right now because I actually texted her and I said, why don't you think Jack Harlow's cute? And she actually said that he's cute, but like she just doesn't find him attractive. But like she doesn't think he's ugly, but she doesn't think he's cute either. Like he's just
girls
whatever.
are so annoying with all that. I thought he's cute.
So whatever. Anyway, outlier to me. Her dating a white man. Him dates white men mostly that I've seen. And I just feel like his taste is very weird because he thought he's gonna know who he is, but he thought the guy from iCarly was cute.
Oh yeah,
Fred from iCarly.
Fred, that's his name.
Is that his name?
No, I don't think so.
That's his name on the show. I don't know his name in real.
The friend?
Freddie. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Freddie. I don't know why Fred threw me off. I'm thinking of YouTube Fred.
No. But yeah, so he thought that. So he doesn't even really count. And then everybody else, like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's just like an outlier of like girls. And I feel like
I wish we could have did the thing that you asked me, like, who's a black guy that all the white girls like?
Yeah.
Did I say Michael B. Jordan?
Yeah, but I feel
so
like
basic.
I feel like no. I feel like Michael B.
I
Jordan
thought of
isn't
another one, but I couldn't get it.
White ladies, this is your time to shine.
Yes.
Let us know.
Let
Let
us
us know who is the quintessential black man that you like universally find attractive.
That's kind of sad that we can't think of one. I thought of one. I swear I
No,
did,
because
but
like
I couldn't get it.
You know, I think like so many niggas is fine, but it's just like
I know,
I'm
but
trying to
there's
think of
always
like
one.
what's the like, you know how like black girls we're just
Does
like
Drake count?
Would Drake count?
I feel like he's an anomaly. He really is. Because first of all, he's half, and he's Drake. I don't know.
Yeah. But I don't feel like people thirst over
I don't
Drake.
feel like
I never
either.
seen people. Well, I've seen people thirst over Drake, but like
it's
at the same
not-
time, like I don't see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think, who is that nigga that like white? I don't know.
I definitely
I feel like it. You know what's crazy? But I feel like the white girls that we know that
What?
thirst over black guys are just thirsting over some like random like dread-headed nigga that's down the block. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you never
yeah.
really see that post celebrities. Like that's who I think of like when I think of Orlando white girls that love dating black men.
Mm-hmm.
That's who they date. But but yeah, so your
50-50.
yours was 50-50. But yours came back a little bit better with the information from the white side, I feel like, because you have a
Yeah.
predominantly white audience
see.
in your close friends. Yeah. So the people who said no are pretty much people who like really exclusively mostly date white men. Except for that's the outlier.
And they don't like white guys, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
Really. So research says that
Jack Harlow, baby,
he loves women of color. He like a little spice in his.
Honestly, if you're not dating a black woman, like, what are you doing? Because honestly, you see these black women love you clearly, scientifically, data proven. It's like you shouldn't end up with a white woman just based off science.
If he does, I feel like it's not gonna end well for him.
It ain't. Really, the streets ain't
gonna
lose
a little bit of his fan base. Just
the streets ain't gonna like. I'm gonna just let you know. I'm gonna just let you know.
The streets ain't gonna like it. They're not.
But yeah, I just like what my cousin said. She was just like, he just has like a lot of just like swag. I hate saying the word swag.
I really do too. That's why I didn't say.
But he just has that confidence, that je ne sais quoi, that
he does.
He just knows how to talk, and that is a thing that like guys don't understand. It's how you approach a woman and how you talk to a woman. Like you could be the finest man on earth, I swear, you could be so fine, but if you're so like corny and don't like have just the gift of the gab
the gift of the gab,
honestly, if you just don't have it in you to have a conversation or like really have that smooth talk, like it's downhill. You can really be the finest nigga if you're just corny and like just have no conversation.
I feel like a lot of like really attractive men are like that. Like,
oh yeah,
that's what we're saying about Jack though, because it's like he's not necessarily like the most
most attractive, but it's just like his aura, his attitude,
his
everything,
aura.
his presence, like makes him above the rest. That's why they always say like, oh, funny niggas just like you end up being attracted more to them.
Yep.
Yeah. So honestly, niggas, step your game up, okay?
This is a Jack Harlow stan podcast, honey.
Honestly, Jack Harlow, whenever you want to come, zaddy up, hit my line or whatever.
Cookie.
I had to shoot my shot at Jackie. Baby boo. We have that baby boo. We have that connection. It's okay, Jack.
Oh my gosh.
But no, anyway, I'm gonna talk about one more white man and then I think we're done.
Okay.
Back again, okay? I have to mention Joe Biden's America.
Oh, not this white man.
Joe Biden's America needs to be stopped, okay?
What?
I hate him.
What did he do now? What did he do?
He's trying to get people to get back into the office, talking about we need to stop work from home and stuff like that. Nigga, ain't you working from home? There's gonna be a
riot on the streets.
Nigga, ain't you working from home?
Don't you work from home? Like,
please tell me where your office at. where the Oval Office at.
I think the second word is house. That's what it is. That's where it's at. Like,
my nigga, you trying to get niggas to commute to work? Niggas don't want to commute.
With the gas prices that are as high as they are right now?
In Joe Biden's America?
Let's talk about that. It's about to be $4. It is $4
It is
here.
$4.
You didn't mean you're like, it is $4. No,
it is $4.
Tell me why that's all I talked about.
I'm ready to fight. I'm ready to fight. Like, I'm ready to fight.
Every day, I usually don't be going places every day, but every day I wake up and I drive past it. I'm like, it's another 10 cents. And I'm like,
no, Russia,
I don't know what's going on over there.
When you said it was $4 when you texted yesterday, I thought you were bugging. I was like, okay, maybe she just rounding up.
No.
Because I could have sworn it was like $3.50 or $3.60. And then I was like, she just rounding up talking about it's $4.
Not. It is.
When I drove to the movie theaters and I saw that $3.99 gas price, look, honestly, I made it. That was the last day I was driving somewhere. That was the last day I decided. I was like, no more, nothing. We ain't going nowhere. Staying inside
Honestly,
the house.
People who have public transportation, you're winning. You're winning right now because
barely they're upping the prices on everything.
True, but still, like,
and people, and
like
not only that, it's like even public transportation now. There are subway strikes. There's like tube strikes in the UK. People can't even get to work on time when they're using public transportation. And you know what? I'm not like knocking any strike or whatever because I believe that, hey, strike if you need to get equal pay and all that stuff and all whatnot. So, but like all the shit, like everything is. It's crazy. And people are thinking like, oh, we're gonna like sweep this under the rug and like everything will be solved. No, y'all niggas is not solving shit.
Nothing is being solved.
Joe Biden? Kamala? Bitch is you going on podcasts, my nigga.
Oh my gosh.
How you as a vice president going on niggas podcasts?
Wait, whose podcast is she going?
I don't know. She's going on niggas podcasts.
That clip was very bad. Look, it was very
She's
bad.
going on plenty podcasts. I don't know the names of them because I don't have time to be looking at those fucking podcasts. But the bitch is going on podcasts.
Imagine she went on that one that Asian Doll was on. And they were like, we don't like black women.
Look, okay. Look, I'm sick of this shit. I really am. I'm reaching my limit. I never thought I would be that bitch to be like so pissed off about politics. Because sometimes like you feel like you just turn that shit off and it's just like whatever. I don't.
But you can. It's like seeping into everyone's lives.
Oh my God, exactly. Like they realize, oh shit, we can't do another little slow montage of us walking no more. These niggas not feeling that. We can't.
I don't feel like we ever were. Like
I know, but I'm just like that's what they thought was catching the vibes.
And I feel like he didn't keep one. I mean, typical politician, but one promise he made, like running. I can't think of one thing he's done.
Not one. Ain't one. Not a damn thing.
Well, actually, one thing he did keep is he was against defunding the police, and he still is.
No, one thing that he did keep, though, is that he's still deporting as many Haitians, even more, actually, under the Biden administration, the Trump administration. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about
that. Anyway, whoo, child, don't get me started on
politics corner.
Don't get me started. And let's not even get to the checks, my nigga. Let's not even get to the checks. No. The checks and the fucking canceling of my student loans. Let's remember that. Anyway,
he do not care.
Joe Biden, you will not be president again. Okay, just know that
for more reasons than one.
And you already closer to the grave than we know.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of graves,
what? What? I don't like that transition. I do not like that.
The soft launch of the Queen's death.
Oh my.
And
I was dying.
Hollywood, what was it?
Hollywood Unlocked.
Announcing close sources have told us that the Queen is dead. Nigga, close sources told you, Jason, the person who couldn't even get a photo with Beyonce.
Like, come on. Let me find out Shade Room and Baller Alert has like insides at the royal house. Like, what? That was amazing.
That was
and
the
then
best.
He stood 10 toes down and he's like, we will not be retracting this. And then once he figured out, he's like, actually, let me reel it back.
Once he realized that the Queen was about to own Hollywood Untucked or whatever that shit
Untucked.
is. I don't know what the fuck that shit is called. What is that? Hollywood Unlocked, Hollywood Untucked.
But no, I feel like something happened where she was like,
wait, isn't Untucked that RuPaul?
Yes, that's why I laughed. I'm like, I guess
same thing.
That was a great moment. That's one of the great Twitter moments. There's so many, but yes. Oh my God.
That was one of the best Twitter moments since Nancy Reagan giving the Glock 3000.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
But so the soft launch of the Queen's death. I feel like,
but everybody already thinks she is, but they were clowning him because of the way that I think he got his information. Someone at a wedding was like crying and said something about Queen, but I think it was like the band Queen. Someone in the band Queen died. It was something.
No, it was that.
It was something really stupid like that. I'm not even kidding. Don't quote me. But it was that bad.
I knew it was something like stupid or whatever, but I thought it was like she had mentioned the Queen while she was crying, but like but I didn't know it was like the band Queen.
I'm like 60
nah,
to
that's
70.
even worse.
Yeah.
Nah, that's even worse. Come on. And he really stood 10 toes. He was not budging. He was like, I will not.
My sources are never wrong.
He said, I will not take this post down. I will stand by this. You know what? Hey, props to you.
Exactly.
Props to you. You know what?
Do you
live by the sword, die by the sword? I suppose.
Now, when she actually dies, he's gonna post about it. He has to. Like, it's gonna get traction. Like, nobody's really checking for Hollywood Untucked. Like before this, nobody. That's not a thing.
No.
And I also didn't know he ran it until that happened. I know who he is, and I've heard of Hollywood Unlocked, but I didn't know he was.
Oh no, yeah, I know who you run it because I used to watch Love and Hip Hop. Unfortunately, I was like obsessed with. I definitely think if she's not dead, she's like in a coma or something. You know that video? Have you seen that video on TikTok? It was like the world's oldest man who he's like,
yes,
who looks like that little thing from
what is that
SpongeBob?
Show? Oh, that's from SpongeBob. Okay, yeah, he does.
Yeah, that's what
she's like.
That's the Queen is. She like this. Mm-hmm. She could barely move, lift nothing. I know that girl on her bed.
She is,
and she got COVID. Talking about mild
and
symptoms.
she recovered from COVID. I'm like, everybody's like, Nah, that don't make no sense.
But look. I hope she stay alive for her jubilee or whatever. Because you know what, I'm on my black UK
Twitter.
Yeah, I want my black UKs to have their extra day off. You know, have their day. You know, okay, completely off the subject. Obviously, yes.
Away from graves.
Yes. Not speaking of graves, but yes. One thing that I realized that annoys me, because I work at like my job mostly deals with having to spell people's names and stuff like that, or like search people's names when I'm documenting stuff. And I don't know why this has irked me recently, but I really hate when there's so many different variations of the spelling of a name, and people like. Okay, so for instance, at my job, when like I answer a call or something like that, I have to get the person's name. So they'll say their name. They'll be like, "Oh, my name is Dylan" or whatever. So me, like, if they're not saying a last name, and honestly, I wish they would just say a last name. And it pisses me off when they don't say a last name. And then when you go and search their name, it's not spelled like the common DILLON or DYLAN.
I was going to say, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But those two variations is not spelled like that. They want to have like DIOIALYANT. You know what I mean?
The T
like,
silent.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like shit like that. And then I'm like, yo, come on. You can't be getting mad at me. They be like,
for not knowing how to spell Dylan with a Y and a Q and an S.
Yeah, they be like, oh, my name is Ashley, but it's spelled ASHLEI. That's the worst spelling of Ashley. Honestly,
I don't agree with that.
I don't trust any Ashley name ASHLEIGH. That don't. Nah,
that one's not that bad.
I don't like it.
I mean, honestly, you're right about it, but I feel like there's worse. I can't think of it.
Or an Ashley with an I, just an I at the end, like ASHLI.
Never.
That's just weird.
That's like a nickname.
And I'm just saying, I'm clowning my own name because I don't want to get canceled.
That's literally the chillest thing you've ever said to be canceled for. So if you get canceled for that, I don't know what to tell you.
You know.
2 seconds ago, fuck Joe Biden. I hate Joe Biden. But this, she's like, I don't want to get canceled.
I ain't gonna get canceled with Joe Biden because he ain't doing his job.
He is not. He really isn't.
I'm telling that nigga to get to work. Okay, if anything, this should put some pep in his step. Okay, Sleepy Joe, wake the fuck up.
I'm scared if he has pep in his step, he's going too much pep. They'd be like the Queen. Imagine we had that situation.
What?
Like they're like, he's alive, but he's just like sick and just like in the house for like months. First of all,
didn't they do that with like what president did they do that with? That president who ran more than 2 terms? FDR?
I don't know. I have no idea.
He had a wheelchair.
The polio guy. He had polio, didn't he? It might have been
polio.
FDR. Yeah.
FDR had polio?
The guy in the wheelchair had polio, I thought.
No, I'm saying he had more than like 2 terms, and then he was practically on his deathbed, and they were trying to hide like how weak he was. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what they're gonna do with Joe Biden.
They are,
because he's like the oldest president. Boy need to retire.
Okay. I don't know if he had it.
FDR had polio?
I don't know. I don't
he
think
ain't got polio. I don't think he got
Somebody
polio.
did. Okay,
maybe he did have polio. I don't know. He had a wheelchair, so maybe. What's that polio? Don't it make you weak in the knees?
I guess so.
Maybe it do.
I don't know. Don't ask me about that.
But nah, yeah, they definitely gonna soft launch his death, I feel like.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
You know, I felt like, I thought they was gonna do that when they were like, oh, he's doing a routine surgery or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And then Kamala was technically like president for like 48 hours or something like that.
He just got a facelift. Everybody thinks he got a facelift. I didn't watch the State of the Union, but everybody's like, you spending our money on a facelift?
Let me see.
I don't know. He definitely has had one before, but people think he got another one. Like he got this thing removed when he was
his gobble gobble.
Yes, when he was with what's that black man's name? Obama. He had one, and then now it's not as prominent.
I feel like it's showing me like old ones.
No, that one's new.
Oh yeah, he had a little Botox,
a little something.
He had a little he had something rejuvenation. I could tell.
He went to Kim K's.
He got fillers. He got fillers.
He did.
That boy done got fillers.
You know who has fillers too? Putin got fillers.
I bet.
He looks completely different. I saw a picture.
You know, I'm not even gonna talk about Putin because of all the shit that's going on. No, but one thing I'm gonna say. One thing.
I don't know why that said me. I'm not even gonna talk about it because the shit is going on. But one thing I'm gonna say. What are you gonna say?
One thing I'm gonna say. That man is like, he like fit for a president though. Like for a leader.
Yeah, and he's 69 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When someone said he was 69, I was like,
he fit. Okay, that picture of him wrestling the bear.
Wait, what?
You ain't never.
What is he, mystical?
Yeah, he said, if you ever see me fighting with a bear, help the bear. That bitch gonna need it. Nah, there's a picture of him fighting with a bear.
I've only seen him shirtless riding the horse.
I swear there's a picture of him fighting a bear. Putin fighting.
But once I found out his
bear.
height, everything made sense. He's 5'7". He has short man syndrome. Like,
oh, riding the bear.
What?
Yeah, bro. You thought I was joking? I don't know if it's Photoshop. You know, I don't know.
This guy is.
It's not real.
A person.
He's not. He's not. He's just like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But he pretty like that man's sturdy. Not gonna lie.
Put him in the ring with Biden.
That man's sturdy. Okay. Shit. I thought we was gonna be speaking Russian soon.
Oh,
I'm not
God,
gonna front
please,
because
no.
the fact that I was like, man, that boy Putin. I don't know. He's scary, my boy.
He really is.
Yeah, no. I you ever see me fighting with Putin? Help me.
Please do. Please do.
No.
Subject change, different vibe. We're
Yeah. Free the Africans and the people of color in Ukraine, because how you have time to be racist during
when your
a war?
country's at war, like,
Yeah,
there's
that's
always
some
time
shit.
for racism.
So
apparently.
yeah, free the black people. So actually, I hate like having sort of topics like this because I feel like they get in the realm of like, you know, thought daughter, gay son type shit. That's how
I love
type
that.
territory.
I love that.
But like, do you think like I was watching this movie, so that's why it really had me think about this. Do you think that you can be friends with the opposite sex? Like,
yeah,
really good friends with the opposite sex without ever having like feelings or thinking they were attractive and all that stuff?
Yes, but I don't think it's. I think sometimes if you have those feelings, it's not like it doesn't last long. I feel like.
And okay, and then to add on to that, how would you feel if your like partner, his best friend, was of the opposite sex? What?
I don't know. I don't think I would like that. It makes no sense what I just said, because I'm like, yeah, they could be friends, but if my
So
man's best friend is a girl, I don't like that. Yeah.
So you agree that you can have friends of the opposite sex, but you don't want your man to have friends of the opposite sex?
I'm not friends, best friend. Like,
Best
if
friend,
he's
yeah.
always like they're hanging out one-on-one, always together, always talking about her,
You
I'd
don't
be
like
like, no. You do? You be okay with that?
Nah.
No, exactly.
But I also
Unless you're gay.
I'm also that cynical person that I feel like if you're that close with an opposite friends of the opposite sex, then I felt like at one point that
something happened.
Yeah. You never acted on it, but I feel like at one point one of you felt something or thought maybe, but then I don't know. But then it's weird because I do see people who are like really good friends with people of the opposite sex and they've never like had any sort of like that connection. Because like I have guy friends, but my best friends aren't guys.
No, yeah.
So that's where I'm
the
like,
difference is.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I don't know.
It really depends on the situation. Because I'm like, now that I'm thinking about it, but I feel like it's rare for like people, like a guy and a girl, to like grow up together and still be best friends. You know what I mean? Like their entire life. Where it's like, you know how black people are like, that's my cousin type of thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, I guess that would be okay, but I don't know. It just doesn't sit right with me.
Yeah.
It does not.
Yeah, like invite, like they're always at their house, like, like I don't know. Yeah, that does sound like shiesty.
It does,
but it's like weird. It's like I don't. It's a weird thing because like I don't want to be mad at it, but then I know I would be mad at it. Like sure. I would feel some type of way about it, but I don't want to feel some type of way about it.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But yeah,
I couldn't do it.
Thought daughter. I mean, just kidding. No, yeah, I just feel like it's so weird to get like mad if you're like guy friends or has like friends that are girls and stuff like that. Like I would never get mad at that situation, but constantly hanging out with them, even just like constantly hanging out with people of the same sex as you, like that would annoy me. So the added pressure of it being somebody that could potentially be someone you're attracted to or they're attracted to you, like
no thank you.
I don't want that in the deal, bro. I don't want that.
I saw the preview for that show because you watched Love is Blind recently. Yeah, but the show that they're doing,
spoiler alert.
No, I'm not going to talk about it. I I don't even know what it is.
Well, it's not. Oh, you're not talking about Love and Blind.
No,
you're talking about the show
that's
that they're
coming
previewing.
out.
Okay, so during the finale, a show previewed from the creators of Love is Blind, and basically it's called like, what is it?
I have no idea.
I don't know. It's like Get Dumped or like Ditch or Get Hitched or something like that. Like
that would be a good name though.
I don't know. Like I feel like it's along this realms of that. But basically, the premise of the show is that these couples who have been in relationships for a long time or feel like they're at that point where at least one of the people in the relationship feel that they need to get married, they need to go on to that next step, but one person in the relationship feels no.
Yeah.
So now they're like put in a situation where like they're both going on dates and such like that, or something like that.
It's
or
like 6 couples, and one of them is ready to get married, the other isn't for whatever reason, and then they're like, okay, basically date around with other people, anyone who's not your partner, and see if you want to go with the new person or stay with your person and get engaged.
Yeah, and then you actually like move in with that person that you pick or something like that for like 3 weeks and do a trial wedding. Like like so you do like a trial marriage with that person or something like that, because you either have to literally, I think I might be wrong, but I think you either have to marry the new person.
What's up with this marriage stuff,
I feel like it's something like along those lines, like marry the new person or leave single, marry the new person, or marry the old person that you were with. Like that's what I feel like. Either way, you either have to get married or not. Like imagine coming into this shit like, I don't really want to get married. 3 weeks later, meet somebody
and you're married to them.
That's it.
No.
Yo, when I tell you, I would fall to my knees, break down, but then it's just like whatever, like that's not the person for you if they were willing to do that. But at the same time, like, god damn, I'd be so pissed, wasting so much of your time.
That's a show I would never go on. That sounds so stupid, but I will be watching it.
You built this nigga for him to what? Oh nah.
No.
Like that. Ooh. And then I think you see your partner dating.
Yes. No, they were all just in the same area, and you could look over, see a nigga dating some other girl.
No. They casted some of the right ones.
I was about to say they got the right people.
Because honestly, the way I would have been,
that could.
The way I would have been, yeah.
WWE
doing the little Haitian 1-2. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Footlong mad. You gonna mess with my nigga? Get out of here. Get out of here.
It would not work.
Shoot. I'll put some pickles in your eyes, girl. What? I'll burn your eyes.
No, please no.
Nah. I'm mad. Oh shit, that just got me boiled. But I want to see that show. Yes, I'm ready for it.
I'm gonna watch it. I love reality dating shows. I can't get enough of it.
I love it.
I can't wait till Love Island. Oh my god.
I live for the drama. The drama of reality TV. I feel like people who are so pretentious about TV, who are like, I don't watch reality TV. I don't watch TV. Bitch, you're lame.
You are. What do you think? You're better than us? Cool.
Like,
what do you read? Newspapers?
Like, if you don't watch TV, where do you get your personality from? Where do you get your where do you get your humor from?
Really? Okay, they don't have humor. That's why they're not funny.
Be like normal people. Okay. Adopt your personality from what you see on TV.
Exactly.
No, I don't know how people don't watch TV.
I don't know.
Like,
I feel like there's always something else that people are doing. So if you're not watching TV, they're going to be a video game person, or they like watch YouTube.
Yeah, or they're like really invested in like
nature. I don't know. I can't even think of anything else.
Not me looking crazy like nature.
No, but some people are like that.
But then I'm like, people actually.
Yes.
People invested in nature outside.
Reading books. Remember that? What? Why did you look scared? Like I was gonna force you to do. Oh my god. No.
Not reading books. I'm just kidding. No, I need to read more books. And
me too.
Maybe I need to put the remote down. Pick up a book.
Open a Kindle.
Okay. Gosh, sometimes I miss the days when my parents would be like, go read a book. Sometimes I need to be my own parent. I used to be an
avid reader when you were younger. It was just like, I don't know, it was so much fun to read a book. I'd get lost in a book. The Hunger Games, remember that? Twilight, all those days.
College honestly ruined books for me.
Yep.
Having to write an essay on a stupid book that ruined it for me, okay? Honestly, truly. I really do think college ruined my reading experience. Doing like assignments in college and having to read like so much and boring shit at that really puts a damper.
It does.
Come on, education system.
We have the worst one.
Speaking of bad education system, I'm not going to say where I work, but the university that I work at, look at this shit. It's in my
Well,
draft.
she just opened TikTok, so that's a bad sign already. You're talking about university.
I never posted it, but literally look at what they're watching.
What?
Watching the Frenemies podcast in class. Like literally it was on the projector as like their lecture point. And I looked over there multiple times to see if it would change, if it was like
the whole episode?
It was literally like a whole episode as their class. And I was just like, well, and that school is expensive, by the way.
That's ridiculous.
It's like 70 plus to a year
to watch YouTube.
And he's sitting there watching Frenemies podcast.
It's a good podcast. But
it is. Well, it was.
It was.
Well, they still have the name, right? Because he does it with his.
No, he doesn't do it. It was just like a short. What do you call it?
But he does a podcast with his wife.
Yeah, but it's not Frenemies. It's a different podcast.
Oh.
It's his own podcast. He had it before Frenemies.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
Wow, you learned something new. Maybe I do need to go to this lecture and figure out what's new. I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, education system. Honestly, pay teachers more and teach us more shit.
Really?
Because like
the kids are left behind, I'll tell you that much. The kids,
honestly, I'm left behind a little bit.
But we are because we went to school Florida.
I just think about like doing long division or like multiplication just like off the dome.
Can't do it. Cannot do
off
it.
The dome.
Even addition be getting me like
certain addition.
Remember when you were cashier and someone would be like,
okay, yeah,
calculations, you'd be like,
child. When they would,
the old people would be like, I need 260 back. That's what the change is. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just don't.
When
I had a calculator. You were
when
born
I
before
was
they were
a
invented.
cashier, I hated that shit when they would hand you like a 20 and then you put it in the thing and you're like, okay, so you put it in the machine and it tells you exact change to give them back. But then they want to sit there once you already clicked it in. They're like, oh wait, I found 20 cents. Nigga, it's too late.
Too much.
Late.
No, I'm sorry.
I'm having anxiety. Now my line is pulled up. Now I gotta do quick math.
I would literally be like, calculator, and they're like, yeah, I had to do it. Get over it. Sorry.
Nah, I sit there one time like I acted like I gave him the same change back, and then like he was like, oh no, I gave you 2 times. You're supposed to give me back. I wait for their response.
Oh yeah.
To tell me.
Like, oh my bad. Okay.
And I'm like, oh wait, yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
I've been watching Big Brother Canada. Sorry. But yeah, literally, I would do that. I hate when people do that. It's always old people.
It is,
bro. Like, have your change ready. Oh,
they're always like, I don't, just give me cash. Actually, I don't want change.
Certain things, like I always hate when people aren't ready. Like, especially, okay, if you call into an establishment and you know that you need to have your ID or something like that, and they're like, oh, hold on, let me find it. I really hate that shit.
It is really
somebody
annoying.
Working on the phones predominantly and needs like information like that. I really hate that shit because I'm just like, how many times you call into this place and you know what you need to say and what you need to have ready. So like, why are you sitting there like, let me figure it out. Hold on, just 1 second. Let me put you on a hold. You the one that called. Like, I didn't call you. Let's get that straight. And then same thing for like working as a cashier back in the day. I used to hate when people didn't have their like form of payments ready. I'm like, yo,
what have you been doing this whole time?
Come on, you didn't have not one card ready on deck? Like, come on.
The worst was when I worked at Publix and old people would pay with checks. It was bad.
Thank
for
God
me.
we never like.
It
wasn't bad actually. Checks, because you just run that shit through the machine.
I know, but they'd be writing it out. That's what I'm talking about. There was this lady. She was old and she was so slow. She'd be like, I'm like, holding up my line, everybody's staring at me. I'm like, it's not me, it's her. I didn't do it.
It's not me. Now you blaming the old one.
Well, who's supposed to say it's not mine?
Nah, or like when they say long ass stories about one thing, I'm like, how was your day? Nah, well, you know, I had knee surgery today, bitch. I don't give a fuck.
The worst is when you're like, oh, how are you? They're like, I just went to a funeral, and you're like, what do I say to? I don't fucking know you. Like,
no. Sometimes when I'm like, okay, so I'll say like my whole spiel like at work when I answer the phone, and well, hey, nice, how can I help you? And they were like, oh, how are you? And I'm like, I'm doing well, and yourself? Just to be nice. I'm like, actually, I'm not in a good mood. Not really. Like, so okay, how can I help you? Like, I don't give, like, what the fuck? I'm not your therapist. Don't call in.
It's literally, I can't think of the word, but it's just a thing we say. How are you? You're supposed to say good or I'm okay, and then move on. You don't go into detail. I don't want to know, and I do not care.
Like, I don't get it. Like, what makes you think like people care?
That's not really
like, no, but like, seriously,
I don't
like,
know.
what goes through
I feel like it's people who don't have friends.
You know what?
And you work in a place that I feel like a lot of people there do not have friends.
look, don't be dragging. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they don't.
That's true.
But no, I'm just like, even just like working at Target, like, just, I gotta blur that out because I'm not trying to get sued by them. But yeah, even working in retail and stuff like that, and when people just would say all these stories, like, I'm like, why? Why do you guys share your information like that with just, I mean, I understand like social media, whatever, like I'm sharing blurring information, whatever, but like, to sit there, stop a random person who's just like
doing their job
and just telling them a whole ass story that's just like so paper or plastic, like literally. I don't like, what the fuck do you want me to do? It's so awkward to
transition from like caring to being like, so you owe $3 still?
Nah, like I live for that shit now. I'm so cynical. Like, okay, so one thing, like, people will call in and they'll be like, my dog died, I can't do anything, I can't like do my head, like I need time off, and I'm just like, okay, well, the team is not in today, so
oh my god,
because I'm just like, the fuck,
like, what can you do about it?
But you know what the thing is, I have no sympathy a lot of the times, like, and I feel bad for the people who actually have like issues and stuff, and then they call in, but like, everything is so jaded now because some people have lied so much about stuff like that or made excuses. You can hear sometimes when people are like, oh my god, I don't know what to do, I can't do it. And then you tell them like, oh, well, I'm not the person like that handles that, but I'll go ahead and transfer you over. And then they just like, they're like, okay. I'm like,
well, what happened to all the huffing and the puffing?
What happened to them tears? What happened to them?
Where'd they go?
Okay, like, okay, you're trying to be Meryl Streep out here trying to do an Academy performance, and then sitting there, nothing. Not one
tear
thing
coming out.
Not one thing happened. Dog's still alive, wishing death on your dog. How dare you?
Mark in the back. They're like, gotta
go. Nah, I've seen shit like that. Like, people have been like, my best friend died, my this and that died, and then we document everything. So then you'll go in a case and see a document, and it's like, she stated that her dog died. Like, wait, hold on, 2 different things happened. Ma'am, you said 2 different people died.
Damn, how many people died around
like,
you? Are you the killer? Is it you?
You sit there wishing death on all these people. Come on, just to get on an assignment? Girl, get out of here. Get out of here.
You know how many grandmas did that? People in college?
I know, like, that's messed up. Like, my grandma died, I gotta go to a funeral. How many grandmas you got? Like, you said this like 5 times already. How many grandmas you got? Nah.
More than you know.
But like, okay, honestly, like, that is another thing that would kind of get me, because technically I had like 3 grandmas. So I'm like, they probably would think I was sus about this. But I'm saying, like, the people who come out with like 10 grandmas in 1 year, like, goddamn,
for real.
Like, yo, real grandma is struggling. You wishing her death every single day.
You haven't touched your grandma in a year. Over here talking about she dead.
Like, come on, fix it, Jesus. Oh my gosh. Nah, that's messed up. I feel like I can't use death as an excuse to get out of something. You have?
I feel like I have.
Really?
I think I have.
I don't think I have.
I actually feel like I've said like family issues. I've been very vague about.
Oh yeah, family issues. That's nothing. But I like physically saying somebody has died. I don't think so. Like, if they have died, I can't
remember what I did, but I said something so I could go to a One Direction concert in college. It was bad for me.
I think I just said like, I either said like somebody was sick or something. I don't think I've ever said like somebody died. Yeah, because I don't know, that was just like too much.
It is. It really is.
But people don't care, bro.
They do not.
I've seen people come to like return stuff and they'll be like, my grandpa just died, and it's like, girl, I know you're scamming. You're scamming for this return right now.
Oh my god. Is it that serious?
It is. People be going crazy, man. I'm like, because they'll be like, oh, my grandpa died and he had all this stuff from like, they were like, they'll come with like all these bags from like the store, and they're like, he had all this stuff from the store, and he like, and I'm cleaning out his like attic or whatever. I'm cleaning this out, and I just want to, you know, I just want to get rid of it. I just need to return it. And I'm like, okay, do you have the receipt? Do you see the receipt in there?
I know the scammers hated you when they walked in Target. They're like, not this bitch.
They're like, no, you know, I just found it. I'm like, okay, so let me get your ID. And then when you get your ID, when you do off your ID, it's literally like the lowest price that it's ever been. So it could be like something that costs $100 come out to $10. It could happen if it was like on clearance at any point or anything like that, or even if we just don't sell it anymore. So then literally like that would happen. They'd be like, I can't do anything else. I'm like, nope, sorry.
Sorry.
Like, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Get that receipt. I don't know if you bought all this stuff. You find that receipt in the attic, I guess. Like, what the fuck you want me to say? Shit, I'm not the one that killed your granddaddy. Shit. You better go through that wallet to see if you can find that receipt. Anyway, guys, on that note, goodbye. I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, working retail is the worst.
It is.
And it has made me
cynical.
Very cynical. I don't like the people's BS about like, I don't feel bad for people.
You don't have sympathy.
Yeah, I don't have sympathy. I lack sympathy for a lot of things. Yeah. Especially when it comes to things that it's just like, you can figure it out.
Yeah.
Like, this is not the priority. Like, if my grandpa passed away, my priority wouldn't be returning bed sheets.
No, it would not.
You know what I mean? Like, it'd be like shit like that. I'd just be like, nah, okay.
Goodbye to the bed sheets. Like,
yep.
Just whatever.
You better wrap them in the grave with it, I guess.
Oh my god.
Oh. Well, on that note, it's been a great whole podcast, guys. Get your Badissi filled. Get your life filled by watching the Batman.
Yes, see the Batman. It was great.
And yes, guys, if you have any crazy retail stories, let us know. Share those stories with us. Don't forget to follow us on the Haux on Instagram. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, like and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, anywhere you listen to podcasts. And see you next time at the Haux podcast. Bye.